Oh, hiya, honeys. Welcome back to my spooky little corner. For those that don't know me, I am Lady Mylita, and I bid you welcome. Oh, my darklings, I don't even know how to begin. I am officially at 100 subscribers. Oh my goodness, I am like so touched, and honestly, I can't believe it. I'm still, yeah. When I first started this, it was mainly friends that kind of pushed me. You're really good. Maybe you should share this. You love makeup. You have a passion for it. You should share this. So at first, I just did I called them quarantine challenges on my own personal Facebook, where a friend or family member would be like, "Hey, how about you try this look?" And I'd be like, "I got you." And I would do a look, and I just take pictures and I'd post them, and I would take the person who challenged me for the look, and I really enjoyed it. And it helped me while I was off work, because I was off work for 2 months during the beginning of the coronavirus. So it kind of kept me creative, it kept me busy. So I didn't kind of dwell on what was going on, and I had something fun to look forward to every morning when I'd wake up. So I guess that was the natural progression, would be YouTube, although I don't know if I've been as creative on here as I have on my personal Facebook, but we shall see. But yeah, so I really figured when I started this, I was like, it's just going to be my friends and family, cheering me on, but it actually hasn't. I have gotten to know a lot of you lovely darklings from other countries, and I am so blown away. I can't believe it. And my one Sheen haul has over 1,000 views. 1,000 views. I cannot believe that so many people want to see a plus size goth chick rocking a swimsuit. But apparently that's what you guys want to see. I'm tearing up. But I am so blessed, and I just want to thank you over and over again. I am excited. I am excited to see where this goes. Thank you. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. Thank you for believing in me and giving me nothing but positivity and love. I am so touched. Yes. Good, take a minute. Okay, let's keep going here. So as you can see, I've got my face makeup all done. So I thought I wanted to do something a little different as a thank you. Especially a lot of people have reached out and they're like, Lady Mylita, I love your makeup. You do a fantastic job, but how do you do it? How can I do that? And I'm like, girl, boy, you can do it. Anybody can do it. It's really simple. But it seems like a lot of people are nervous that they're going to put the wrong color in the wrong spot and what have you. So I thought I'm going to do a little tutorial on easy to recreate eye looks, okay? Nothing extreme, okay? Anyone can do these. So we're going to do 4 color eye looks, okay? So you need 1, a lighter kind of base kind of color. You need 2, a darker shade. You need 3, a nice metallic. And then 4 is your inner corner highlight and your brow highlight. That's it. 4. So I'm going to do that for you today. And I'm going to do one side rather neutral. And I'm going to do the other side a little more funky. So if that's something you would like to watch, stay tuned. And let's dive in. Okay, my darklings, so I have you nice and zoomed in, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing on each eye, and that should help you out a bit. I'm hoping I'll help you out a bit at least. Okay, so my first recommendation is always use something on your eye. Whether it is an eyeshadow primer, whether it is even concealer. It just kind of helps. Because as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but I really have oily lids. So it helps my eyeshadows blend a lot better if I have a barrier between them. So this is something I totally recommend. Today I'm going to use the Alter Ego eyeshadow base, but really, it doesn't matter. Just put something on your eye. Put something on there. And I'm just going to do one eye at a time so we can see how it goes. I'm just going to... Usually I blend this out with a sponge, but I don't have my sponges with me, so we're just going to blend it out with my finger. Ta-da. Okay. So for eyeshadow, I wanted to pick a nice kind of inexpensive eyeshadow palette, plus one that had a lot of versatility in its color palette. So we're going to go with our e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. If you were with me during the one live, I did a killer look with this, and I'm going to kind of try and recreate it slightly. But yeah, so we're going to use this one because it has a lot of nice neutrals, but it has a lot of fun colors in it, so you can play with it. So first one I like to do is I like to take a more kind of fluffier brush. So I have my Morphe Jeffree Star Jig S9 brush, and then I like to dip it into a lighter shade. So I think we're going to use this one here. It's called Dijon. It looks kind of like a yellowy taupey brown. So hopefully it doesn't go on too dark, but we will see. So even if it does, that's okay. So, and then I'm going to put this above my crease. And then if you want to blend it all the way up to your eyebrow, you can, especially with tones that are lighter or match your shade a bit better, you can. This shade is a little on the yellow side, so I probably won't do it all the way up to my eyebrow, but it's kind of to get that base step. Just like that. Hope you guys can see well. This is the first time I've done a real big zoom in, so if you guys like this for the eyeshadows, let me know down below, because this is something we can totally do. So the next step is for our darker color. So that's our lighter color, right? Number one, light matte. Light matte. We'll say matte too. Light matte. Two, darker matte. Or just like, you can use a vibrant color too. It doesn't really matter, but something darker, okay? So I think I'm going to go with the shade Cocoa here. It's just a dark brown. Perfect. So, and this is one of my blend-in eye brushes from e.l.f. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the bottom corner and blend it up into the crease. So just put that on there. So hopefully you guys see this okay. So start at the bottom corner. So it looks a little something like that. Maybe if I go like that, I hope you guys can see. And then we're just going to take a little bit and run it through that crease. Just like that. And then you can take your lighter color again and just, you can dip into it a little bit. You don't, sometimes you don't have to. If you have leftover pigment on it, you don't really need to. And then, oh, too much. And then you just kind of blend it into your darker color. You can do little circular motions. It doesn't have to be hard, guys. Just play. So that's color 2 down. Nothing too scary yet, right? Okay, so color number 3 is our metallic shimmer that we're going to put on the inner, like I normally would. But we're not going to cut the crease. We're not going to do anything like that. I know, I'm not cutting my crease. I know I like to cut my crease. So I'm just going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, but this is one thing I do recommend. I recommend you wet it for a shimmer. If you have setting spray, which I have, I'm using my e.l.f. one, just give it a quick mist. If you don't, go and get a little spray bottle at the dollar store. They're inexpensive. And just throw some water in it, girls. It doesn't have to be, of course, with setting spray, it is going to stick a little better. But if you don't have setting spray, water works just fine. And again, go to the dollar store, pick up a little spray bottle, no problem. So I like to let it dry just a touch so you get like a bit of a stickiness to it. It helps it stay. And I think, I'm going to go with this Parizo shade here. It's like a brown, but it almost has like a green reflect in it, and I'm quite interested in it. So let's dip into this girl. And again, you don't have to cut your crease. I know I always do because that's what I like, but you don't have to, you don't need to. Oh, isn't that color just something? And you could totally bring it all the way over onto that brown, up into the crease. Boom. That's shade 3. Oh, the green reflect is quite something in that, isn't it? I quite like that. I quite like that. Okay, so 4 is your inner corner highlight and your brow highlight. Usually I will take whatever is your lightest shade in this palette. So that would be the white. But because I got a little bit of yellows and stuff going on, sometimes you use a gold. So I'm going to use this Rise and Shine shade. Just a touch. Let's see how that looks. It might look terrible. It might look wonderful. You don't know until you try. And I'm just using a little shader brush here. Just like that. I don't think I wear it on as a brow highlight though, but just like that. A little something, something. And then to finish it off, let's see, how will I finish this one off? I think I'm just going to finish it off with some mascara and call it a day. So we're going to use Bad Gal Bang by Benefit Cosmetics today. There we go. That's the one I done. Nothing too extreme. Neutral tones. You could change that out to like a light taupey color. I don't really have a light shimmery taupe color in this palette. They just have white, which I think would have been too much for this look. I would have preferred like a champagne shimmer right in that corner and as a corner highlight, but that's pretty cute. I really like that green reflect in that shade. I quite like that. And that's an eye done. Okay? That was easy, wasn't it? Turned out quite pretty. Nothing extreme. So let's do the other eye now. Again, we're going to use our eye primer. And I'm going to kind of recreate the one look I did on my live. It won't be exactly the same, but it'll be similar. Just a couple differences, which I'll tell you when I'm done. Okay, eye is primed, ready to go. Again, I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to jump into the shade Canvas down here. Now, this shade is almost like the perfect neutral shade for my my skin tone. So I put it right up to the brow bone. I don't think, see, like that yellow would have looked kind of funky all the way up, but putting it kind of high, but not right to the brow. But with this one, because of the shade is so close to my skin tone, I totally can. And I'm totally going to. Then next, I have a coral brush here. It's just a nice round one. And I'm going to jump into the shade Royal. And I'm going to do it exactly the same as the brown. But instead of brown, we're going to go a beautiful blue. So first, I like to go to the outer corner and kind of dot the shade on, kind of get it where I want it, and then drag it over. I find that's a good way to kind of build it up. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my fluffy brush again and dip into that canvas and just blur out this blue, kind of smoke it out a bit, just to make sure it's blended. I am quite in love with this blue. I've already done this look in the past, but I quite like it. So there's 1 and 2 done. Our light matte and our bright, vibrant matte. You could pick whatever shade you want. You could pick a light purple. It's whatever you're gravitating towards. You want to do an all pink eye, do an all pink eye. But this is like just basic steps to kind of help you out. So next step, flat brush for our glitter color, and this is the Morphe Jeffree Star JS11, and again a little bit of setting spray, and we are going to jump right into the shade Sip Sip. And this is what I did on my live, and I was really impressed. So again, you just kind of pack it on, follow kind of the crease of your eye. And again, you can take the shimmer over a little bit onto the darker blue. Just kind of pull it. Isn't that something? That's just something. So this one I'm going to do a little extra on for the eye look itself. So the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little smudger brush. This is a smudge brush from e.l.f. And I'm going to jump into that royal shade, and I'm just going to stamp it along this bottom of my lash lines here. I don't want it a lot, but I want a bit of the blue all around. And this is something you can do in this look. So just take whatever your second color, your darker or bright, your other colored matte, and just pull it down low. It kind of gives you a bit of more of a smoky eye look, which maybe you don't want all the time, but all right. And then I am going to take a bit of my Makeup Forever Aqua Resistant Color Pencil, and this is in shade Graphite, and I'm just going to put a bit of this in the waterline. Put a little too much, but just so you get the idea. And then I'm going to take my brush that had the blue in, just to kind of I put too much black on, so normally it wouldn't be that thick. I'm sorry, lovelies, but okay, so there's that. Okay, and color 4, which is our inner corner highlight and brow highlight. So this time we are absolutely going to use the white in the palette, and it is called Sea Salt, and she is a beautiful shimmery, shimmery white. Okay, just taking a little flat brush And you can, if you're finding you're not getting the shade you want for like your inner corner, it's not popping enough, just hit it with some setting spray, hit it with some water. That is, And then this one, we're just going to stamp a bit under her brow here. And we're going to finish it with some mascara. And here we go. So, same basic idea, 4 colors on each eye, one a little more neutral, and one a more little bold. And as you saw, very simple to do. So, my Darklings, I'm just going to quickly finish up here, zoom you back out, and I want to hear your thoughts. Okay, my Darklings, here's our finished look. I did pair it up with some lipstick. I'm trying out the Velveteen lipstick from Lime Crimes. This is in shade Desire. Quite a nice kind of peachy, almost orange. It was very runny, which I've never really used a runny liquid lipstick, so I found it kind of hard to put on. I find it a little patchy, so we'll have to try it again. I much preferred that plushie when I tried, and I'll have to say, as of now, I prefer my Jeffree Star Cosmetics velour liquid lipsticks or the e.l.f. ones, much better. But okay, so we're back to our look here. So we have our neutral side. And I think this is a look that a lot of people could definitely pull off. Super, super easy. I hope the steps were easy for you, Darklings, and I hope you enjoy this look. And I hope, yeah. And then we have our more dramatic, a bit more smoky look. Definitely loving the blues in that palette. That shimmer. Now, what could you do to take it to the next level? If you got this basic look and you want a little something more. Well, you could add something a little darker in the outer corner, kind of pop it a little more. You could add 2 different shimmer shades. So when I did this blue look on my lives, what I did is I used the black in the palette to darken up the corner. And because I wanted it a little extra shimmery, I added that white that I used on my inner corner on my lid as well and made it pop just a touch more. Again, my Darklings, I cannot thank you enough for being with me on this journey, and I'm growing. I can totally see that I'm getting much better at my makeup, and I hope you guys are enjoying the tips and tricks. And if this is the type of video you would like to see more of, let me know. I'd be happy to show you my tricks, but quick reminder, I am not a professional. This is just how I do it. I find it's how it works for me. But yeah, so you're going to see a lot of people on YouTube probably do different stuff, but this works for me. As always, my Darklings, please stay safe out there. Be kind to one another. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye, my Darklings.